But mistress, know yourself, down on your knees and thank heaven, fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you friendly in your ear, sell when you can, you are not for all markets. Cry the man mercy, love him, take his offer. Foul is most foul, being foul to be a scoffer. So take her to thee, shepherd. Very well. Welcome to Louder for the People in the Back. I'm Sarah with the St. Louis Public Library, and these videos will explore different ways to find your voice and tell your story. Topics will include art, poetry, journaling, and more. Today we will talk about the drama and comedy of William Shakespeare. I just read Act 3, Scene 5 from Shakespeare's As You Like It, part of a monologue from Rosalind, my favorite character in all of Shakespeare. To go along with the topic, I have some great books, so let's get started. Have you ever heard of Shakespeare, read Shakespeare, seen Shakespeare, performed Shakespeare? If your answer is no to one or all of these questions, don't fret. I'm here to tell you that Shakespeare can be entertaining and enlightening, and can inspire you to get out of your comfort zone in a multitude of ways and make your voice heard. One of the reasons that I was first into acting was the fact that I was such a shy kid, even in high school. And acting felt so far removed from who I was that I instantly became less shy on stage. Talking to people that I knew was terrifying, but talking to a room full of strangers was somehow fun. Some tips and tricks for Shakespeare, starting with always read the plot description. Shakespeare is not something you want to go into cold turkey. Find the rhythm of his work. Shakespeare writes in iambic pentameter. Every line has 10 syllables. 5 of the syllables are stressed. In other words, we put more emphasis on them when we speak. 5 are unstressed. These syllables we almost swallow. Pay very close attention to Shakespeare's punctuation. If there is none, keep going and keep flowing. If you are unsure what Shakespeare is saying, try breaking it down, word by word. There are also tons of books on this and online resources. If you can, try and watch a performance. There are tons on YouTube and several film adaptations available from the library. Sometimes it helps to see it physically being said and performed. I have 2 books for you today. The first is Star-Crossed by Barbara D. This tells the story of Maddie. Maddie loves Shakespeare, and her school is putting on a production of Romeo and Juliet. She will get to be in the play along with her 2 best friends. She also gets to perform with the new kid, Gemma. Gemma is so cool. She's British, clever, and pretty. Maddie used to have a crush on a boy, but she thinks about Gemma a lot. So what could that mean? Meanwhile, the boy who was set to play Romeo is having a very hard time. He ends up dropping out, and the director asks Maddie to be Romeo, along with Gemma's Juliet. My second book today is William Shakespeare's The Taming of the Clueless by Ian Desher. It's a reimagining of the movie Clueless from 1995, but in the style of Shakespeare. This is absolutely one of my favorite movies, and I love Shakespeare, so it's the perfect combination. While I realize Clueless is almost 30 years old, it's far more modern than any original Shakespeare work, by 300 years at least. If this doesn't interest you, the author also has done a Shakespearean adaptation of every Star Wars film, many of which are available on our Libby app. There are many ways to experience Shakespeare. Try rewriting your favorite book, movie, or even song in iambic pentameter. Just like anything, it takes some practice. The more you do it, the more you read his work, the more sense it will all make. I believe it is important to get outside our comfort zone sometimes, and Shakespeare is a great place to start. And then you can have fun with it. Thank you for joining today. Both of these books are available at multiple St. Louis Public Library locations. See you next time, and as Shakespeare says, all the world's a stage, so go find yours.